I feel a little nervous today, but every time I get a little nervous, I think about, Lex, and I couldn't be more sure that she's the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, so it's a little bit easing, so not as bad as I thought it would be.
I have known Scott his entire life, and I've had the pleasure of getting to know Lexi over the last few years, and they are best friends. They met in high school. Scott walked up to Lexi in the hall one day, and he was wearing these bright orange neon sneakers, and he asked Lexi, he just said, "Hey Lex, like my shoes?" And before Lexi could respond, I don't think he wanted the answer, he said, "They're bright, like my personality." And he flashed that Scotty smile at her, and she was done pretty much from that point.
When I met Scott, I just think we were so young and very in love, but there was so much immaturity. We dated for over a year, and then he went to college, and I, had just graduated from high school and just kind of grew apart. And then that break that we had, I think we both had so much maturing to do, and just a lot of growing up. So when we got back together, it was okay, this is all or nothing. So luckily, we're here today and we're getting married.
And I didn't realize how lucky I was and how good I had it. And then when I wasn't with her, you just go back and you think of all the good times that you had, and you just miss her, and that's how I felt. And every time I was around her, she's, even when we were broken up, she was a great person. She always wanted to, get dinner, and we would just pick up right where we left off, and it was just yeah, this just feels right.
So I kind of forced Scott to still be in my life after our breakup. I said, I still want you as part of my life. I still want to try to be friends. So we would get lunch here and there. Scott and I would meet on campus and just kind of hang out once a month maybe. And then I had my 20th birthday party. I invited him to it, not thinking he'd show, and he came, and I was going through some weird times, and us getting back together was just perfect timing. It really was just divine intervention. So we just kind of melted right back to where we were, but just a grown-up relationship now. It wasn't high school anymore.
You look so beautiful, and I just want you to enjoy your day, and you deserve it.
My favorite girls in the whole world. I love you guys.
Well, we love you.
My sisters.
I'm sure she's extremely beautiful today, as she always is.
If I could tell Scott something right now in this moment, I would just tell him that I love him, and I cannot believe that we're here. I'm so excited. I just love him, and I can't wait to see his face.
We're here today to celebrate love, not just Scott and Lexi's love, but the love that we have for them as well as each other.
Scott, I think I've waited until the night before our wedding to write these vows because I couldn't exactly find the words to describe how I feel about you and the life we're building together. When I met you my junior year of high school, I knew you were going to be so special to me. I remember telling my friends at the time, I think I'm going to fall in love with that boy. And this was even after your awful joke about your shoes being bright like your personality. Dating in high school is tough, and dating someone in college while still in high school is even more tough. And I truly believe that our breakup then needed to happen for us to fall back together into each other's lives as soulmates. The love and respect I have for you is unmatched. Thank you for loving every part of me. My impatience, my goofiness, and my competitiveness. Thank you for inviting me into your family and friend group so effortlessly, just as you fit with mine. I promise to never give up on this life and love that we are building together, and I also promise not to bring a dog home without asking. Our love is my favorite. It is sweet, it is charismatic, it is silly, and it is everlasting. Standing here with you today still feels surreal. I think our high school selves would be so proud of the people we've become. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Everyone here knows two things about me: how much I love you and how much I love sports. So naturally I had to put together, some sort of evaluation. Let's just call it the potential wife scouting report. We'll just call it that. I created a list of things that I look for in a potential wife, just to make sure that you're wife material. And I'd like to read you the results of that scouting report. Fun, grade A. You're one of the most fun people to be around. You're hilarious, quirky, silly, and you never get embarrassed about being yourself. I love that about you. You're the person that everyone gravitates toward at a party just because of your energy. You make everyone happier. And as a partner, you're always making me laugh and smile. Strength. Physical strength is not there, but emotional strength, A. I've told you a million times that my favorite thing about you is how strong you are. I've seen you handle tough times with such grace and come out better on the other side every time. You never fail to amaze me. You also have the strength to be my rock whenever I'm going through a tough moment. Every time you pick me up. I say I love you roughly 100 times a day, and while you do say it back, you really don't have to. Because I already know how much you love me by how you treat me and how you care for me. Being loved is the best feeling in life. Being loved by you is even better. Compassion and passion, A. Your compassion for others is a big reason why I love you. I've never seen someone so excited just to give gifts to the other person to see how happy it makes them. Your passion is also amazing. You're passionate about your family, your friends, your job, your hobbies, The Bachelor, Taylor Swift, your dogs. The list goes on, and that's what I love about you. For these reasons, and so many more, you make the perfect teammate, the perfect partner, the perfect friend, and the perfect wife. But here's the truth. When it comes to you, creating a scouting report is just a waste of time. Because I've known for a long time that I wanted to marry you. And every day my love for you grows. And I promise that it will continue to grow every day for the rest of my life. I promise to be there for you through all the ups and downs. I promise to give you a pity laugh even when no one else is laughing. I promise to show appreciation for all the little things you do, and I'll do those little things in return. I promise to be honest and faithful to our love, and I promise to support you through all your ambitions. And lastly, I promise to love you forever and always. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
I give this ring as a symbol of my love.
And I'm choosing to spend my whole world with you.
And that I'm choosing to share my whole world with you.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
And vow to live happily ever after with you.
And vow to live happily ever after with you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio and the American Marriage Ministries, I now pronounce you married. Scott, go ahead and kiss the girl.
I have been very fortunate to have Lexi as a lifelong best friend. She has talked about her wedding since elementary school, when she would dig through craft supplies in my basement to design her own aisle runners. I am so happy to see her vision come together beautifully tonight, with Scott being the one by her side. when she breaks out black fuzzy slippers halfway through a wedding so that she can be more comfortable when she enters the center circle of the dance floor, he's right there dancing beside her. My favorite part about Scott is that he has always embraced this about Lexi. She truly has an unconditional support system in Scott. Since the very beginning of their relationship, I could see that Scott was always going to be an important part of Lexi's life.
Lexi is one of the most hardworking, passionate, go-getting people that I've ever met. Her personality makes her just an absolutely perfect fit for Scotty, and I'm so happy to now call her my sister. Now, Scotty, for as long as I can remember, we've been best of friends. I would say about 6-7 years ago, Scotty kind of made this joke that we were brothers by chance, friends by choice. And that little slogan, while it kind of started off as a joke to make my mom feel good, it really is like the best way to describe our relationship. We are the best of friends, and we have been forever. I know these two are perfect fit for each other because when they're together, they are totally themselves. Whether it's singing High School Musical songs or using like their weird, disgusting baby voices with each other, they're always super comfortable with each other, and I think that says a lot about it.
Seeing Lexi and Scott grow, not only together but individually, I have never questioned if they were right for each other. Their relationship only got stronger and better, and I am so beyond happy that my best friend was able to find such an amazing partner to spend her life with. As you can imagine, 17 years of friendship, Lexi and I have been through it all together. And I just remember always telling her that one day we'll be starting our chapter. And today, you are starting that chapter together, and I just believe you have built a really strong foundation for that. I'm so happy for the both of you.
Honestly, when Scott and I got back together, I think like the first night when we sat down and we really talked about if this was a good idea getting back together and we're going for it. I think just our conversation then and hearing what he had to say about our time apart was when I knew this is a forever thing. This is what I want, this is who I want, and it's what's meant to be in this moment. I wish the Lembacks lots of love.